everyone, it's Tanya with another Truth Telling Tuesday, and I am here at Harbin, and don't tell anyone because I don't think we're supposed to have a camera, but yeah, so we have a girls' naked weekend, or day, actually just one day, and I'm here with Miss Shivi Cook, yay, and she's going to do the truth telling today. So we were just talking about expanding to 4 tribes in the Bay Area and actually having Shivi lead for the North Bay. And she had some things come up for her, which I think are really important to share with you because you might have had this similar thing come up for you whenever you've been confronted by taking on some kind of leadership role in your life. So tell us all about the feelings that came up for you after having this conversation.
Thank you, Tanya. Well, first of all, when Tanya left me this intriguing voicemail of, I need to speak with you and I'm so excited. I was like, okay, what is that? And do you want to come to Harbin on Sunday? Okay, that's cool. And I thought maybe that it was something to do with the North Bay. And my first reaction was, I don't want that. And then when I spoke with Tanya about an hour later and she was talking to me about it, I felt like, actually, this feels pretty good. Oh, I think I'm going to think about this. And then the next day, I had a very sleepless night. It's a full moon, my cycle's coming, and I had a lot on my mind, and I had this voice inside. Who do you think you are? You're not woman enough to do this. You don't know enough. You're not pretty enough. Your clothes aren't right. You don't have the right wardrobe. I mean, there was just the most... Clothes was a huge thing. Like, I don't have enough things to wear for each meeting. As ridiculous as that is. And so now we're at Harbin, 2 days later, and we're still talking. But yeah, there's that voice that comes up. It's just when you're about to when you're riding the edge of your discomfort, and you just want to retract back to be comfortable. So it's either push through it or hold back. And we know what happens when we hold back.
And you were able to distinguish that voice and be like, oh wow, here comes all my little nasty thoughts of I can't do this and I'm not good enough.
Right. And that voice is not definitive. That voice is for us to inquire further and be like, well, perhaps I just can. Let's see.
And you also had another conversation around commitment come up. So share a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I decided I have commitment issues, and it's not what you might think. You see, I'm really committed, and I'm really committed when other people are committed. So as long as everyone's doing their commitment, I'm cool. Like, you tell me I've got to come to every meeting or I've got to do this every week, and everyone's doing it, I'll do it. But my commitment kind of starts to fail when I see other people's commitment start to fail. Now, we could look at this and say, well, we all said we'd be committed, and now, these people aren't, so I don't need to be. But where is our personal responsibility in that? Because our personal responsibility is not about other people. It's not about whether they show up or not. It's about whether we show up. And if we all took personal commitment seriously, then we'd all be there because we would all be showing up. And we wouldn't be saying, well, just because these people don't show up, I'm no longer going to show up. So I wonder if any of you have that where, you're super committed and then you find that you kind of fall out of something. And is that because the other people have been falling out and you think, well, it's not that important anymore? And it's each of us that makes it important, so each of us needs to be committed. So I've had big thoughts around that one.
So leave us a comment with your thoughts or your experience with commitment and your relationship with commitment, and we'll see you next week. Mwah.